January 2022, we read and implemented the book Profit First, and it completely changed the game for DaSilva Life. My name is Christy. I'm the CEO and founder of DaSilva Life and Systems School. I'm also a verified consultant and HoneyBook Pro. This being said, we love systems and organization, but also our business owners. And there are so many things that go into running a business, as you know. Business budgeting is a huge part of becoming successful and having a profitable business. So when we read Profit First, it was completely game-changing for us. In this video, I actually want to go through how we build this out in ClickUp, but I want to give you a quick rundown of what Profit First is and then speak a little bit to creating processes in ClickUp. So Profit First is business budgeting. Essentially what it is you have multiple different bank accounts, and every time you sit down to do your banking, all your money goes into one account, being your income account, and then you have allocation percentages where you say, okay, I'm going to put 20% to taxes and 30% to owner's pay, 30% to operating expenses, etc. This really allows you to look at your business finances different. Instead of seeing one lump sum and thinking, okay, great, that's how much I have to pay myself, you know exactly what you're paying yourself and what you can live off of. You never have that worry of how am I gonna pay my team, because you know exactly how much is in your operating expense account. It is so powerful. So I really urge you to read this book. I will drop the link in the description below. It will totally change the game for you. But here's how we actually set this process up in ClickUp. I'm seriously so excited about this tutorial because it is one of my favorite lists that we use in our DaSilva Life workspace, like actually for our company. So it's actually pretty simple, but if you've never used formula fields before, it's a really cool way to show you how you can practically use them in one way in your business. So again, Profit First is essentially saying, okay, I have X amount in my income account coming in from whatever payment processors I use. And then how much am I going to put in these different accounts? Profit, owner's pay, taxes, operating expenses, etc. You'll also see that I added two other categories here in this template as well, which are tithe and savings. So you can also have more than 5 bank accounts. You could have however many you want for the different things that you want to save for or give to, right? So let's go through this. How we set this up is we have the quarterly tabs at the top. Now this is a template that will actually sell in our shop. So I will drop the link in the description if you're interested in purchasing this exact template. But what we've done is we have a drop down for the months that go January through December. Then we group the list by the sales month, right? And then what we have is 2 tasks under every single month. Now you can add more tasks, say in January for cash flow, you did the allocations 4 times. You could just say, okay, what is the date? Say it's the 12th, and then add that there, right? But how the book is laid out, if you have read it or you're going to read it, it's that you should be doing your allocations 2 times per month, on the 10th and the 25th. Now you can do it on a different day, you can do it more, you can do it less, but that's why we have this set up here. So we just have 2 tasks for each month ready to go. Then the income is a currency field for USD. And what the goal is that every time you sit down to do this, you put the exact amount to the cent of what is in your income account. It's probably going to be different every single month, whether it's drastically different or relatively the same, might be off by a few dollars, some cents, etc. So then the rest are formula fields. And when I click into the formula, you can see what the formulas are for each of them. Now, yours are going to be different, right? And the goal is that they all equal to 100% because you want to take 100% in that income account
and bring it into those smaller accounts. So how we've set this up is you do a product. So let me go ahead and I'll show you. If I click Formula Custom Field, you could rename this. I'll call this Profit 2. And so you are going to do an advanced formula field. So click on the advanced editor. You're going to do a product, and then you're going to say income, comma, and then let me double check what this is here, in brackets, and then this would be 2%, so 0.02. So let's do that again. So product, income, comma, bracket, 0.02, close bracket, close parentheses, and calculate. So now you can see I just took 2% of my income. Now, if you read the book, starting off, they say your profit could be 1 or 2%. Eventually, that's going to go up and up and up as other things go down, etc. But that's why that is 2%. Whereas you can see owner's pay is 0.3, taxes is 0.25. So that's 30%, 25%. So what will actually make your life easier is instead of creating that formula field every single time, what you could do is you can actually, once you create your first one, just click duplicate. Then you're going to rename it. So edit field, let's say owner's pay 2. And then all you have to do is just change that decimal point. So I would put 0.3, calculate, and then duplicate it for all of the different fields. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these. That is how you create the formula field. And again, once you actually map out your percentages, you want to add these all up and make sure that it equals the income. So a couple more things here. We just have the statuses to do and complete. So after you go in and do your allocation percentages every single month, you can go ahead and just mark that as complete. We also have a recurring task in our ClickUp called Profit First. That's recurring on, we have one recurring on the 10th and one recurring on the 25th every month that reminds us to come into this list and do our allocation percentages. You can also assign yourself to this actual task with that actual due date if you want to do that as well. And then once we do the percentages and divvy everything up, then we mark it as complete. So you can see, say I put in another number here, then you can see how this automatically just gives me those formulas. It makes it so seamless and simple. I don't have to do any math in my head. It is just all here for me. So we put the filter on here for each quarter, create a new tab that this sales month is January through March, quarter 2 is April through June, etc. And then you might be wondering as well, okay, well, what if my allocation percentages change the next quarter? You can essentially do the same thing where you're just duplicating each field and then putting profit Q2, save, and then hide this one, keep Q2 on the Q2 list, etc. So that is how we do Profit First in ClickUp. And we really love it. It's super helpful for us. You can even think how to use this for different processes if you haven't experimented with formula fields yet. But I hope this tutorial was helpful for you and really helps you organize this process as well if you've already been doing it or you're planning on starting it. And again, we are going to have this template in our shop for you to purchase if you just want to plug and play it right into your ClickUp. So feel free to check that out, and I hope this video was helpful for you.
So I hope that was helpful for you to see the actual tangible process. And I want to mention one more thing. In order to be successful in your business and really implement the processes that you know will help you grow and scale and be a profitable company, you have to create systems in your business that work and feel good for you. So when we started reading Profit First, we knew that it was going to be really game game-changing for us, but we wanted to make sure that we actually implemented it and had a clear system for following the process. What did we do? We created this calculator in ClickUp so it's so clear exactly how much we have to allocate to each place and can keep the process super streamlined. If we didn't have this, it would feel a lot harder to get it done by doing these manual calculations every time. So creating this in ClickUp makes our job so much easier and allows us to really set us up for success. So again, I hope this was encouraging to you. I hope this was helpful in learning how you can take a process you want to implement and build it out into ClickUp. If you're just getting started in ClickUp and you really want to know everything from the bare minimum to then really how to build stuff out like this Profit First calculator, go ahead and check out our System School ClickUp course. This is where we have over 70 plus tutorials going through every detail of ClickUp, and we update it as ClickUp updates. With that, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you want more ClickUp tutorials where that came from. And thank you so much for watching.